The hub's pinched nerve has settled down and we're finally on the road again for some longer adventures. Over the last several months, we've done some work on Dutch, our camper, to make it our own and improve its function. The hub's installed some cameras. We need to do some adjusting on them. Can you see why? Cameras are a marriage saver. Our adventure starts at Douglas Pass, a scenic mountain pass in northwestern Colorado, located in Garfield County along State Highway 139. It sits at an elevation of 8,268 feet and cuts through the rugged book cliffs connecting the towns of Loma and Rangeley. The pass is named after Chief Douglas, a leader of the Northern Ute tribe. He was a key figure during a period of growing tension between Native people and Western settlers in the 19th century. The naming reflects the deep Indigenous history of this region, long before roads or industry arrived. Douglas Pass has historically served as a travel and trade route for Native tribes, early ranchers, and later energy developers tapping into the oil and gas reserves. The pass is known for its steep grades, sharp curves, and dramatic views of canyons and desert plateaus. It can be dangerous in the winter, but it's popular with motorcyclists, truckers, and photographers seeking raw Colorado landscapes. Though remote and less famous than Colorado's alpine passes, Douglas Pass offers a powerful mix of history, geology, and indigenous history, a true hidden gem of the Western Slope. Highway 139 is part of the Dinosaur Diamond Scenic Byway. Our destination and home base is Kenney Reservoir along State Highway 64. The reservoir was formed where Taylor Draw Dam impounded the White River. The earthen dam was completed in 1984 to address damaging ice-jammed flooding along the White River, which previously reached all the way into the town of Rangeley. The hydroelectricity power plant supplies 30% of Rangeley's electricity needs. The spillway is dramatic and beautiful. Rather than boondocking, we're staying at an inexpensive campground that overlooks the lake. The turnoff wasn't well marked and we drove past it and had to turn around. There are 16 designated campsites available on a first-come, first-served basis with a small vault toilet and trash. The campground is open from early April through November. When I originally looked at the sites online, I noticed how very close they were, and since we like our space, I called and talked to the office. He assured me it wouldn't be busy after Labor Day and there'd be plenty of room to take out our side-by-side. He was right. It was just after Labor Day and we were the only ones there for most of our stay. There's nothing like a lake view out our back door. Kenney Reservoir holds around 8,000 acre-feet and covers about 335 acres. The reservoir is owned and managed by the Rio Blanco Water Conservatory District, a special district governed by the Board of Directors and overseen by a district manager. They also manage the recreational infrastructure, which includes the campgrounds, a marina, picnic area, and swimming zones. The reservoir has lost some of its capacity due to silt buildup. To mitigate this, they maintain 750 sediment traps within the drainage area, extending the reservoir's effective lifespan. We were told that the waters were usually clear, but due to the recent flash floods produced by the burn scars of the fires, a massive amount of debris has poured into the reservoir. This not only increases the murkiness of the water, but it also increases the bacteria affecting the fish. They said they've yet to see dead fish, but it sounded like they might be expecting this. The entrance to the reservoir is a nice wetland. Today we headed back down Highway 139 to make several of the many stops along Pintado Canyon. Several of the rock art sites can be seen either right from your car or with a short stroll. Interpretive signs are at each location. We started at the South Orientation Interpretive Site. There's no rock art here, just some signs to give you a background.
They were really tall. This figure is called the Guardian. I think he's guarding the bird's nest. Like they put a strap around it to keep it from falling off. That would be bad if that one fell off.
Kopapelli is a fertility deity from southwestern Native American cultures, often depicted as a humpback flute player. He symbolizes music, joy, fertility, and travel, and is especially associated with springtime and agriculture. The next site confused us. We didn't see anything, just the cow fencing, so we thought, well, maybe it's up the road. Something about this doesn't seem right. And no, didn't find any rock art, so on to the next stop. The holes in the wall look like a face. I guess I'm supposed to be looking at the rock art, though.
We keep passing a bunch of propane transport trucks, which means there's a lot of natural gas or gas oil wells up here, because propane is actually occurs with oil and natural gas, or they can make propane from natural gas.
Just 5 miles west of where we're staying is the town of Rangeley. Their motto, way outside of ordinary. The town has about 2,500 residents and sits around a mile high in elevation. They embrace being a small town, and they remember those we lost and their sacrifice. This may be just our kind of place. We stopped by the visitor center to see what we could learn about Rangeley. They gave us some information. Did you know that Rangeley sprang up around the discovery of the largest oil field in the Rocky Mountain region? It helped shape the town's future. There's great museums here, as well as wildlife viewing. Dinosaur National Monument is just minutes away from Rangeley, and it offers extensive off-highway vehicle access, including the only natural rock crawling park in the state. We hadn't renewed our OHV license this year and was planning on heading to Utah, so we decided not to use the trails. The lady in the visitor center also gave us this magnet, and normally we'd throw such a thing away, but the Hubs put this one on our refrigerator. What was he thinking? Rangeley's home to Colorado's Northwestern Community College. The college here has about 300 students specializing mostly in dental hygiene, aviation, and park ranger training. The local market is shared with the hardware store, of course, and you can drop off and pick up your laundry here. Yep, our kind of town. And if you need more than camping offered at Kenney Reservoir or the private campgrounds here, there's camping and services for those who need them at this shaded park inside the city limits. We decided to check out Rangeley's Automotive Museum. Gotta keep the Hubs happy, you know. The collection is owned by Bud Striegel, who had a successful construction pipeline business. In later years, he's been able to step back from his business and pour his efforts into restoring these old cars. The museum displays roughly 35 vehicles on the showroom floor, rotated from a wider collection of about 60 to 85. There's a dazzling array of rare automobiles and motorcycles from the early 1900s. Some are in their original form, while others are lovingly restored. Can you guess what some of these are? These are what I call the wife chairs. You know, places for the wives who are done looking to sit. We asked Scott about the giant in the room.
It's here on loan. The story was the guy had it on a truck coming through town, and somebody seen it and told Bud about it, and he caught the guy when he come through town, and they come in here and got to talking, and the guy unloaded it. And
Love to hear
we get it out, we paraded it last month, and about twice a year it comes out and they drive it down the street.
He also pointed out the electric car. There were other notable displays like this 1938 Crocker, all original, with only a few built, worth a lot of dough. Things wouldn't be complete without a paddle at the wetlands above Kenney Reservoir.
The longer I've waited, the more that I've tried. All the years that I've wasted trying to find it. All that I go through for my it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. Let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes. I can hear the wind chiming. It's always in you, in the back of my mind.
Rangeley has friendly people, at least the ones we met. We love the small town, patriotic feel of the area. They're clearly lovers of the outdoors. The town's very OHV friendly, can't go wrong with that. I love to explore the lesser known areas. They always surprise us. The whole time I was here, I kept thinking, I could live here. Who knows, we might just have to come back in the spring. Right by where we paddled was some graffiti. We were expecting to see this. It's now been changed to this. Next week, we'll take you into Utah on a remote drive that the locals told us about that has some interesting finds. Don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss an episode.
Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use a honeycomb.